don't care what it is that you're going through right now. You have to use it to your advantage. What type of learning experience will you walk away with? And we can all sit up in here high and proud with our ego on our shoulder like we ain't going through nothing, like we ain't human beings. Murphy's Law will pay you a visit whether you want him to or not. He'll come knocking at your front door and he'll come knocking at your back door, and he don't call ahead. He comes. Problems show up. Things happen. Brush that ego off and that pride and realize that what you're going through is a part of your process, and you're actually designing your blueprint. And see, when I think about the route, that everyone's route is different. I went to prison. I went to prison, but this is the catch. The judge brought me back. She sent me back from Big County Correctional Facility. 5-hour drive on government dollars to bring me back to court in 120 days. And she dismissed everything. My DOC sentence, my parole, my tail. She suspended everything. And what she said was, I heard about what you've been doing out there in Benton County. She said, well, you got work to do. She said, we need you on the streets. You got work to do, young man. And she opened up them doors for me, and I hit the ground running, people. I hit the ground running, and I never looked back. And I never looked back. And I'm going to tell you this. As I was coming out of that facility, I had a lot of decisions to make. And this is one thing about the process. During the process, you're going to be met at the crossroads sometimes. You're going to end up at the crossroads where you have to make a decision. You got to make a choice. You got to go left, right, behind you. You got to go somewhere when you caught at the crossroad. It's kind of like when you at a four-way stop. Y'all know how it is when you're a rookie driver and you pull into a four-way stop and you don't know who goes first. You don't know if they go, if you wait, if you end up in the you don't know. And when you're caught at the crossroads of life, that's how it feels sometimes. Am I right or wrong? Real talk, you don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go. You don't know what way is the right way. And when I got out of prison, I was caught at the crossroads. I was caught at the crossroads of life. And some of you in here right now, you may be caught at the crossroads of life, trying to make a major decision. And you have no clue how to make it or if you're going to make the right decision. I'm going to tell you, when I got out of that place, to the left of me was my pride and ego. I was at the crossroads. To the left of me was my pride and ego. What if I do start showing the world that I care about people? What if I do put the tough guy, the tough guy just down a little bit? Don't be tough anymore. Be loving. Help people. What are people going to think about me? That was to the left of me, and to the right of me is what everyone else wanted me to be. Friends, family. It was who they wanted to see. They wanted to see the old guy. It was what they wanted me to be. And behind me was just my past. It was that past life. It was everything that I had did. It was the life that I was living. And so I'm at the crossroads like, okay, am I going to go left, right, or am I going to turn around and go back from where I came? But I'm going to tell you guys something. This is what I had to realize. I had to realize that I could be at the crossroads at a four-way stop, and I can look left and I can look right, but not have to turn left to right. Okay? I realized that if I just look up in the rearview mirror, I can see behind me. I can see the things that I used to do, the life that I used to live. And I can see what I learned from it, but I didn't have to turn around and go in that direction. What I realized is that straight ahead was an open slab of road full of my dreams, full of my goals, full of opportunity, full of the things that I really desired, that I really wanted to accomplish, straight ahead. And I decided to take that road straight ahead, people. But this is how I did it. This is how I made that decision. Because I was at the crossroads trying to figure it out. I had to take everything else out of the equation. I had to take everyone else out of the equation. And it had to be about me, and it had to be about God. I had to begin to have those conversations with me, and I had to begin to have those conversations with God. And when I realized that the God was really inside of me. So when I was talking to myself, I was really having conversations with God. And I trusted myself. And I went forward. So as you're trying to make this decision, You're trying to figure it out. You're never too old or too young. You're still trying to figure it out. Void out the noise. Stop listening. The naysayers, the noise makers, the people, the noise, quiet it. Get in you a quiet place and begin to get to know yourself and have those conversations with yourself. And as you travel on your journey, on your process, remember you're the architect. You create your blueprint. Remember that when you're at your crossroads, blind out the noise. Quiet. Quiet. And as I close, I'd like to share something with you guys that I always share with my audiences. I always do this one thing when I'm done speaking, right at the end. And it's kind of fast and it's kind of quick, so you need to listen real good. And I want you guys to just chew on it, bite on it, eat on it a little bit, taste it, take it home with you and think about it. And it goes like this. If you can begin to dig deep to get to know who you are, then you'll understand why you are who you are. And if you can understand why you are who you are, then you'll understand why you are who they say you are. I'm still here. You're still here. So we're blessed with the opportunity to chase our dreams and have no fear. Tenacious tenacity, proven tough times never last. Motivation and ambition should all be your gas. That struggle, that challenge didn't come to stay, it came to pass. And once that day comes to pass, you'll realize that your past is your gas. See, it's your boy, Dr. Bounce Back, coming to you once again live and direct with another motivational moment to keep you all in check. Thank you. That's my time.